So if you roll it up, it stays pretty good, huh?
Yeah, so this is why I use this one instead of all fancy ones. For some reason, Ernie O'Mark, he used to sell these. And he sold these. He got them from China, so and I noticed that particular film does not have them anymore. All the other ones do. They do roll them up. Yeah, so I tried to keep it over. He hasn't been here in a couple of years. So I'm going to buy some more. But they work great, and they're thinner, too. So
What's crazy is how have they not made a little snap thing inside of it?
I know. I was thinking about that earlier today.
I was like, what? I talked to my brother last night. I was like, why? I'm confused.
Yeah,
Like, that's a market. Is there a secret to this one? Yeah, that's probably out there. Then you just kind of push it over like this. I always put the one in first and just load everything forward. That's what I was doing. Must have had a little shot. Well, it might be too.
Because we kicked MOLINA's team to the B side, and then they kicked us out of the tournament. So.
Yep. What's going on, everybody? Zach Zager here to commentate this elite singles match. I believe round one. SHUCHENG, CHAO, and MOLINA ORTÍZ. Yeah, Justin was saying before I jumped on, this is kind of a grudge match. SHUCHENG, CHAO, and Justin Lee played MOLINA ORTÍZ, and who was MOLINA's partner? Cliff Maxon. Yeah, Justin and SHUCHENG put them on the B side, and then they came back and kicked them out of the tournament in the fourth place match last night. So yeah, definitely a grudge match going on here. Shucheng trying to play that 2 in that top right pocket. It's going to sell out a shot here for MOLINA. I don't think that 4 passes the 5. You may be able to cheat the pocket. Play rail first, ever so perfectly, to sneak that 4 past the 5. I do not like playing the combo. Let's see what MOLINA decides to do here. It's a light bounce off that bottom rail, gives her some angle. The 9-10 is not a problem, so I would not touch it. And MOLINA is going to end pro side. Well, you can see there she waved to Shucheng. She may not have wanted it to go there, but she can draw back out with this 5 in the corner. And MOLINA maybe use a little bit of inside here to hold this cue ball and come above the 9. She also may just play this underneath the 9-10. Taking a second here to really look and make a decision. Both of those shots play. I like holding with inside and playing for shape above the 9 ball. Yeah, that's what she decides to do. Coming a little steep here, though, so you are going to be running into this 10 ball unless you can just get a nice, smooth draw stroke a little bit outside and kind of do something like this. Yeah, barely touches that 10 ball, so that's going to be rack number 1 for MOLINA ORTÍZ. Good way to start the tournament off with a win on the first rack, especially a run out. I can hear all of that, Justin. I can hear all of that.
Oh, what? Oh, I got it. Hey, everyone.
We got Justin Lee right next to me.
You can hear all my...
Shucheng's elite Scotch partner. They play great.
Thanks.
You tried to get some money. Some money. Big shot here on this 3 ball. Really just need to focus on making it and not putting too much draw or follow. I like just kind of a stop shot or stun over to the left if there's angle. His left. Watch over that 6 ball. I think he's okay here. I think he can see this 4 still. Yeah, he can see enough of it.
table 30. You are on the clock. 1, 3. Table 30.
We got 15 viewers here in this match. What's going on, chat? Huge matchup here at the coast.
Grand goal to table 28. You are on the clock. Table grand goal 28. Rabio to table 29. You are on the clock. Brad Montiel to table 21.
So Shucheng going to play this a little bit outside English and come up table. First, really, I mean, straight in is fine here. Somewhere in this area. You don't really need angle here. You're going to come up a little short, so now you're coming back and forth. But I think Shucheng with his touch, I think he can spin this ball in and come in towards the 9. These elite players really like playing with angle. Rarely do you see them get straight in. Yeah, I was going to say, he may come underneath this ball and play it in the side, and it went a little too far, and he's got a shot in the corner. His intentions there were to play this 9 in the side, I believe. And I'm sure somewhere in there, if he overran, he has the shot in the side, in the corner. Shucheng with a nice stun shot. Get himself nice on this 10 ball. Curious to see how Shucheng plays this shot to get shape on this 2. Curious if he decides to even pop a 1 or play safe here.
switching to table 22.
That's kind of what was going through my head, is playing that shot with spin. He got great on the 2-ball, but yeah, playing that shot with spin, it's difficult to make because of the reactions of the cue ball makes to the 1-ball after on contact with an inside spin shot like that. So MOLINA trying to hold this ball as well, just to get a piece of it. And she's going to leak out, I think, just enough. Yeah, MOLINA has enough here. MOLINA can play a stop shot on this 2-ball, and that'll give her an angle to get up table for the 4 on the side. She can also draw just a touch and put her above the 3-ball to play the 4 in the top left pocket. Me personally, I like a stop shot here. She may be going to get her jump cue. She may need to get over a piece of this 8-ball. No, she's okay. Yeah, I like stop shot here. And you notice she may have cheated the pocket just a touch to bring the cue ball out away from the rail just a little more. Makes for a more comfortable shot on this stun out. And MOLINA waiting for Stan Tarango to take his shot so she can get over to that side of the table here. Let's take a look at this bracket for elite singles here at WBCA 9-ball event 2024 at the Coast. MOLINA came up a little shy on that stun shot. There's a bank here for position, but MOLINA's not banking. You can cut this 4 in with inside and hit the rail about here and come straight out. Just like that. Beautiful shot. Yeah, let's take a look at this bracket, shall we? This is a first round matchup, I believe. That's Elite Scotch. And thankfully, the computer didn't react when I clicked on it. Elite singles. So first round, Bill Rosenberry got a bye. Morgan Joe versus Rob Cameron. David Craig got a bye. Greg O'Dall got a bye. Chris Michaela got a bye. Marvin Holmes versus Steve Klein. That match started at noon on table 2. You can probably catch that on EvoSports. Clay Belvoir got a bye. Leo Violette the third got a bye. Chad Bisconer got a bye. MOLINA ORTÍZ and SHUCHENG CHAO playing right now. This is what we are watching. Dan Louie got a bye. Jeff Sorsdahl. Wow, hats off to you, buddy. Jeff is a low 500s player playing with the big dogs. Chad Raswick got a bye. Michael Gordon and Stan Tarango on table 5. That match is live on EvoSports. Damian Pongpanic got a bye. He will play the winner of Joe Landy and Stephen Fullen on table 6. And that match will be played on table 5. So if you want to see Damian Pongpanic play, table 5 at 2 p.m. These second round matches all start at 2 p.m. Actually, it looks like Dan Louie and Jeff Sorsdahl have started at noon. Next round should be at 2 o'clock. Molina here running this table, looking to take an 8-9 combo. A little bit of a angle here. You really got to kind of pay attention to what you want the 8-ball and the cue ball to do after contacts. Molina misses and gives SHUCHENG an opportunity to take his first lead of the match. I believe Molina won the first rack. I think Molina shot that shot a little quick for the difficulty. It may not look that difficult, but if you watch that shot again and pay attention to the angle that you need to send that 8-ball, definitely a difficult shot. So SHUCHENG just going to roll out. Came up a little short here. He would have liked to have a little less angle, but he's going to be able to stun over to this side rail and get into line with this 10. He's actually playing this in the corner. I think I like that shot a little better. Either shot, I think, are in SHUCHENG's wheelhouse, but he's going to play this in the corner and stun above the side pocket. Nicely executed, and pay attention there too. A lot of players can really undersell themselves and leave this cue ball on the rail. You really want to get the cue ball off the rail. Give yourself a more comfortable shot on this 10. It is a money ball. SHUCHENG CHAO takes his, I believe this is his first lead of the match. You can see Ox Billiards on the top left corner of your screen, and you can see it dead flat in the middle of SHUCHENG CHAO. His jersey. You also got Diamond Billiard Products, Joe's Glass, Chinook Winds Casino and Resort, Littman Lights, Fort Worth Billiards Superstore. That place is incredible. I have not been there in person, but I have seen pictures. This is Elite Singles, Day 1. SHUCHENG CHAO last night was in a Scotch doubles match, and Raw Hannah was screaming the Calcutta auction, and SHUCHENG had to just wait a second to take his shot. As people are bidding on SHUCHENG in the Calcutta, he says, "Hold on a second, I need an extension here. I can't shoot with all that going on." 2-ball down on the break. The 9-ball finds its way right in front of the 1. The 1 looked pretty fortunate to go into this side pocket. I'm seeing a safe here. You can run the 1-ball into this 9 and spin the cue ball this way and just try to touch this rail and use the 6, 7, 5 as blockers. You can run this 1-ball into the 6 and send the cue ball and use the 9 as a blocker. Yeah, I like that shot. No rail. Oh, a lucky kiss off of this 7 and gets a rail. I can't tell from this screen if there is a look at the 1. Molina's taking a peek right now. She's still in this line. I think she thinks she can get a piece of this. She's looking to make this ball. So it's going to be a fortunate roll. CHAO is going to bust out his jump cue here. And you're okay here. It's just a nice, easy jump. And cue ball will, if you can get some draw on this ball and stun out just a touch, you have a great shot on the 4. Yeah, just get a little bit of stun on this jump shot. So CHAO finds the 5 ball. An opportunity for MOLINA to tie this match back up. So MOLINA, I think, is just going to roll forward. Just miss and get underneath this line here. So she can roll the cue ball off of the right long rail and back out for the 4 in the top right pocket. See, that's one thing here. And especially the level of players that these two are at, they steer away from slow rolling balls because stuff like that can happen. See here, I would have liked just playing that with a little more pace, a little bit of outside English, and come off of this rail. And if you end up short, you're okay. If you end up long, that's what I like there. I understand, I think, that the less distance traveled on a 7-foot table, I think the better. The cue ball can kind of get away from you. But I think that was just MOLINA trying to hold the 3 ball without having to use that rail. That's why I like using spin, because the spin you can bring the cue ball flatter and then you have more room for the cue ball to travel and still have decent position on this 4. So CHAO here back at the table. And he tried to slow roll that ball, and he may have just given up ball in hand. I have a replay here. Let me take another look at this. Maybe he saw my line. Maybe that's what it was. It threw him off. Looking at this replay, I think that he gave up ball in hand. I think he missed that 3 ball completely. He did. He didn't hit a rail. And if I'm not mistaken, MOLINA didn't take ball in hand. She did. MOLINA took ball in hand. She moved the cue ball to the left a half an inch. So MOLINA here. See here, I think it's okay to not use the rail. You want the cue ball to be somewhere in here. I think you're naturally going that direction. Yeah, so see, I think she understood here that she needs to let her stroke out a little bit. Because there you can shoot that and take the 6 on the side. But MOLINA just missed that 3 ball trying to hold it. And I don't think that she's going to make that mistake again. You can see the stroke coming out a little bit there. And draw back just a touch. Make it a little bit easier to get on the right side of that 9. So you can use this right long rail. And you don't want to come too far here. You do not want to come on the lower side of that line. Yeah, that's a perfect shot right there. Play this ball with just a touch outside English, come off the rail, and in line with the 10. So a little bit of drama here in this 4th rack. First round jitters, maybe. With MOLINA trying to hold the 3 ball and missing. And SHUCHENG following with the bridge, missing the 3 ball completely. And I believe he was doing the same thing. I believe he was trying to hold that cue ball as well. So we're tied up now. 2-2, a long ways to go. And guys, I'm going to have to log off here in about 15 minutes. I'm going to see if somebody can jump in for me. I got some stuff going on at 1 o'clock. I will be back this week to commentate. I got about 15 to 20 minutes. So SHUCHENG CHAO with ball in hand. This 2 to the 3 is going to be a tester here. Wonder if he's looking at safe. Not quite sure he's looking at the bank here. Or maybe playing safe. You can send the 3 down table and use all the traffic in the middle of the table as blockers. See what he decides to do. He could be banking, just a touch of draw. Yeah, he's going to bank and draw this ball back. He may even follow and cheat, use a little bit of inside English to help create an angle. Yeah, he's going to draw here. Oh, wide. It's going to leave a shot for MOLINA. MOLINA may hit this firm. She just missed a 3 ball holding the ball. She may hit it firm and come back to this rail. And she may just roll this into the 5. The 4 does go up in the top left pocket. Kind of depends on what she's feeling here. Looks like she's drawing with a little bit of inside English. Oh, rolls into the 5. All right. 5 is in a tricky spot now. I like coming up table. Oh, she's looking in the corner here.
Go around behind you. Maybe not behind. Can you just unplug it? Oh, the whole brick. Let's go.
Justin Lee left me hanging over here with a fist bump. So Molina coming around, and he's really going to leave me hanging here. Shot by Molina.
You can do a Microsoft head pop.
Molina, sort of a weird angle here, but she should be okay. She just stuns over. Is she looking at this 7 in the side? She is. Molina said to take the 7 in the side, come up and down table. And that's going to leave a shot here for SHUCHENG CHAO to retake the lead. This ball is dead straight. I am sitting in the line. If you take this line, follow it all the way to the booth, I'm in it. Let's see what SHUCHENG decides to do here. Maybe just play a stop shot. Beautiful shot. Cheats the pocket, stun follow. Gets himself close to his work. Yeah.
Hey guys, how's it going? Zach, let me know if you can hear me right now. Can you guys hear me?
All right, this is Patrick Nix. I'll be taking over the commentary for this match. Good matchup here between SHUCHENG, CHAO, and MOLINA ORTÍZ. They actually faced up last night in a Scotch doubles match. SHUCHENG and Justin Lee versus MOLINA ORTÍZ and her Scotch doubles elite partner that so it's sort of a rematch in a way, in a singles format. Yeah, it was MOLINA ORTÍZ and Cliff Maxon defeated SHUCHENG, CHAO, and Justin Lee last night in a fourth place match.
They were our second round, so we're really 1-1.
Do you want a headset? Do you? I should be looking at the speaker. Okay, I guess you guys could not hear me before, but it looks like you can now, but we're going to do an audio check just to make sure. So something was going on there. You probably see me drawing lines on the screen, not hearing my voice, so that's probably confusing for you guys for whatever reason. Can you guys check my audio to see if it sounds? Can you hear me now? Okay. Yeah, for whatever reason, my audio was not working, but I should have looked to see if that little speaker icon was blinking. That's the giveaway. But nice out from SHUCHENG with that bank on the 9 to get on the 10 and close out that rack. Kind of got in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate you guys in the chat. Thanks, Lee. MOLINA with a monster break, pocketing 2 balls on the break, and a really good spread. Gonna have to have a back cut on the 1. Okay, makes the 1 and the 4, but does not get shape on the deuce. And I wonder if she has the opportunity to back cut this 2. I think that sends the cue ball into the 10. Kind of unpredictable as to where you're going to end up for the 3 ball, but it might be a possible shot. A very good shot from MOLINA. Wants to get above the 7. She needs to get above the 7. A little bit more roll would have been a great position to get down to the 8. Now she kind of has to force it a little bit. Going to use draw, maybe come in behind the 10. Oh, just stunned down. Okay. That works out. So MOLINA ORTÍZ with this 10 ball to complete the break and run in this rack and take the lead. Down it goes. Break and run to go up 5-4. Well played. A couple of really tough shots in that rack, especially on the 4 ball. Or 2 ball, I guess it was. Yeah, it was the 2 ball. The back cut on the 1 to start it off, and then she kind of came down, got funny on the 2, made a great shot on the 2, and gets good shape on the 3, and was able to get out of the rack. So really good job getting out of a jam early. If you guys are just tuning in, this is the 2024 WBCA Lincoln City Elite Singles 10 ball. Round 1. Okay, SHUCHENG with the break. Lots of movement with that cue ball. Pockets the 3 ball on the break and has a very good look at the 1 to get going here. The problem in the rack, it looks like, is the 6 ball. That's the big challenge. SHUCHENG already looking to see if the 4-7 is wired to go and maybe off the 8. He wants to know right away, does that go? And that's going to affect his decision. With the 3 ball off the table, it just means 1, 2, and then to the 4. So that's his first challenge. Yeah, I think what he wants to do is he wants to play the 4-7 off the 8 so he opens up the 6 ball. I think that's the ideal way. Yep. Oh, and he has to miss the point. But if he would have missed that point of the side, that 4-7 off the 8 would have been on. But now he's going to have a little bit more of a challenge to get out of this rack. Did not want to hit the point of that pocket, bringing it out towards mid-table. Still fine for the 4 ball, but it makes the rest of the rack a lot harder. So looks like he's calling a ref to come and take the template rack off the table. I don't blame him, especially if you're going to hit this with some spin. Sometimes it just doesn't grab when the cue ball rolls over the template rack there. Referee. Looks like Dwayne. Getting that rack removed. Safety coming. Looks like he doesn't like the 4 ball and getting out. He's going to play the safe. Probably a smart decision. You know, you could play that 4, get on the 5, but what are you going to have on the 6, right? So SHUCHENG deciding to turn the table over instead of going for the more risky offensive play. And I think MOLINA might be... Thought she might be getting the jump cue, but she's not. I think she likes 2 rails, kick into the 4. It does have a potential to get safe if you hit it right, and it does. Look at that safety. Right on the money. She got that cue ball to just stick right in that pile, using the 8-6 as blockers, and she's opened up the table now to where everything has pockets to go to. Yeah, Lee Baldwin, SHUCHENG had played Lucas Werner in the Seattle 9-ball Open and went hill with him, and he actually had a chance to close that set out, I believe, 9-5. He had a chance to win it. Makes an incredible 9-ball cut, almost 90-degree cut from across the table. And the cue ball, he makes the 9, and the cue ball goes 4 rails and barely just drops into the corner pocket. He would have won the set 9-5, ends up going hill, and he loses in the hill rack. But a heck of a showing from Shucheng CHAO in that Seattle 9-ball open against Lucas Werner, who is a monster player at 790, I believe, Fargo. So MOLINA with an error here, and that's just what Shucheng needed to try to get this score tied again. I thought after that safety that MOLINA played, I thought that she was going to be winning this rack or have a good chance to win it, but Shucheng did a good job of not giving up ball in hand off of that safety. Yeah, the 4-rail scratch was brutal. We were all standing there live watching it, and it literally just barely dropped in the pocket. And it was an incredible cut on the 9. Okay, Shucheng's good. I like this position on the 6. He got absolutely perfect on the 6 ball because he didn't want to have too much angle, but a little bit of angle is nice so that he can just kind of take that cue ball off the side rail and back a little bit for perfect shape on the 7. Well played speed on that shot. I think he's going to draw back to a fairly straight position on the 8 ball. Would be ideal. You don't want angle to try to come around to the other side of the 9 because the 10 can be in place. So you want fairly straight on the 8 so you can just, okay, so the draw shot, uses top. That gets him there really nicely, and either a stop shot or a little stun follow might get him the ideal placement on the 9. Did Lucas Werner get second place? I believe he did get second in that tournament. Nice out from Shucheng, taking care of business, tying the score. And this is just blow for blow. They're going 1-1 the whole way. I didn't miss the first 6 racks because I was playing a match. But when I came in, it was tied 3-3. So I don't know if it's been going game for game the whole way, or if anybody has really won more than 2 in a row. MOLINA ORTÍZ, a seasoned player, been playing many years, living in Oregon from the New York area, lives in Oregon now, and been part of the NWPA, the Northwest Women's Pool Association, winning many of those tour stops. One of the top female players in the U.S. And always here in Lincoln City. See if she can replicate that break that she had last time where she got the break and run, but this one not quite as good. Dry break. A look at the 1 if he likes it. It cuts to either of the bottom corners, but difficult to get on the 2 ball without some movement. Looks like we got a little bit of a sway for the camera. So if you guys are noticing that, we have our cameras attached to the light bar on the row across from these tables. So occasionally somebody will bump the light and it might kind of sway a little bit along the row, but we'll settle here in a bit. And are we on a player break here? Did SHUCHENG take a break? I think he might have. Yeah, it looks like we're on a little bit of a player break, so we'll be right back here in just a couple minutes. All right, we're back from the player break. SHUCHENG having a bit of a rest and able to maybe plan out how he wants to attack this rack. Want to jump in?
Sure.
No, one second. Good safety from SHUCHENG. I think it leaks out just a little bit, so MOLINA is going to have a look at this cut on the 1 to the top right corner and should be able to get shape on the 2.
Table 11, you are on the clock. 0-2.
All right. Bringing in a co-commentator here. Christian Youngers. Oh, I got to refresh it. Okay, just a second here.
You just make Christian.
Mm-hmm.
No, you have to refresh the. Oh, I might have to refresh the overlay. So.
Hmm? So MOLINA just kind of waving safe here, which kind of an obvious safety, but I wonder if she opened up a gap between the 8-9 for SHUCHENG to get a good hit on the 4. That would be very fortunate if it's there, because that's really the only way to get to the 4. I didn't. So it does look like he has the window between the 8-9. Is he calling a 10? I think he was calling that 10 ball. Great shot from SHUCHENG, and very fortunate that he was able to get in the window between that 8-9. That could have been a really big lock-up safety there. There we go. Got it all figured out here for the headsets, but welcome, Christian.
Howdy, howdy. How's it going?
Good. Welcome to the EvoSports commentary booth.
Yeah, nice setup you guys got here.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so a lot of back and forth safety play in this rack. This is an exciting matchup.
It's probably one of my favorite matchups here. I just want to put out a possible opportunity into the ether. Could this possibly be a future NWPA matchup? Sorry, not NWPA, Northwest Cup matchup. Is this a future one that we might see for years to come, maybe on the 9-footers? Who knows?
I think
Both
at
players,
some point
they've got chances, right?
Yeah.
MOLINA's already been on the team. I think SHUCHENG might have some resume building, obviously, he's been doing, and there might be a chance for this to be. Obviously, they haven't announced any of the Northwest Cup players, other than maybe the poster boy, Mr. Cole Gibbons, probably for Team Washington, I would assume, is on the team this year. But
nice back cut on the
perfect
on
bump.
the 4, and look at that. Such great cue ball control from MOLINA.
Yeah, I don't know if she was playing the bump out right, but she figured she's going to get a look at least. It's a really good shot.
Latte? Any special coffee?
All right, so pretty open table. Little stun shot's going to have a little bit of a back cut on the 6 ball. Do you like floating this a little bit of inside, or are you coming around the rails like she's pointing there?
I like inside.
She's actually looking at the roll up too. That's not bad, actually.
The roll up.
Just roll the 6 in and roll up to the left long rail and just take the cut on the 7.
Take the longer, just take your medicine sort of shot?
Yeah, shoot from the side pocket, basically, with the cue ball. That's what I meant, sorry, by roll up. This is a kind of a tough spot. It's a little bit awkward now all of a sudden.
Yeah. I don't know. With this angle, I don't know that she can hold that cue ball. She either has to go around or inside. Look at all that inside English. She just drills it and gets picture perfect. Now the challenge is getting on the 8, right? So
she's a little straight, I think, but she does have an angle up table, right?
Yeah, it's a slight angle, but I think it's enough to get her up table. Right, if she would have gotten perfectly straight, that would have been a very difficult scenario. But she
hit it.
Look at this.
Oh, no rub.
Oh, man. I think we're going to be seeing a safety here. Let's see if she can execute this one. I think she's going to put draw on this and bring it back off the rail and back to the 9 ball and sending the 8 up.
Touchy shot. On this type of shot, too, I feel like I try to control the 8 a little bit more than just precisely the cue ball. Because if you leaving that 8 kind of out either into the open, not over a pocket especially, is I think a little bit of the shot as well. You obviously you're focusing fully on cue ball to get him behind the 9, but 8 ball is almost more important, I would say, to just not leave a duck basically. So she's done really well to not leave this over the side, and it just makes the shot a lot more difficult. Ideally out in the open middle of the table. It's just a harder ball to hit, in my opinion. So it being on the rail makes it a little bit of a bigger target for SHUCHENG. So I think he's a favorite to hit this, at least off of 2 rails.
I think so as well.
tried. I did try that time. That time I tried.
All right, we're back again. See how we can navigate through this rack. 2 to the 3. I mean, she's going to bank this deuce or play a safety. Yeah. I think it was a two-way shot there.
Would be nice.
Tough spot here for Mr. CHAO. I don't know if there's any gaps between 5 and 7 or 7 and 9 to get at the 2, either off of the 1 rail or not. So I think the kick's going to come from the lower short rail right by the magic rack, somewhere in that area. And he's a little bit jacked up over the 3, so this is a touchy shot.
Does he have a line to this too? He does, doesn't he?
Is it direct? Yeah, I was going to say, if there's a gap between 7 and 9, that he'll take that. But if he doesn't, he's going to have to kick down here.
Yeah,
That's
jacked
right.
up and very straight and far, so a lot to do to get on the 3. This is a lot to do on this shot.
This cheats the pocket, too. I think he could just cheat the pocket and go along the right side of the table to get there. But alas, misses it thin.
And sometimes when you have those shots, you miss them, and sometimes you get fortunate with a lot of balls on the table. You get a lucky roll. That time, he did not. Oh, watch her check this with inside as it kills on the second rail. As it hits the bottom rail, it's going to come back in. I'm pretty sure this is one of those shots that are good to practice. Kind of overcut the 2 to the side pocket with some inside, and it really checks up off the bottom rail. Oh no!
Oh wow!
She didn't hit it thin enough. So
wow.
I think the inside English kind of caused some deflection to cause her to hit that a little fuller than she wanted.
So you're saying was she hitting right spin or left spin on that?
Inside would have been right spin.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so you're right. The deflection would have made it, you would think, thinner, but she definitely hit it too full.
Yeah. I'm surprised that it went so into the center pocket. Must have been a mishit of some sort.
Yeah.
But SHUCHENG got to take advantage now. Might need to bump this 5 ball, depending on the line. Could hit, if it looks pretty full at least, so not too much that could go wrong other than nudging the 5 like to the rail frozen. That's probably the worst case scenario. You can also maybe roll past it, but it all depends on this angle. It's hard to tell from here. Yeah, nice little roll shot. So it did go past. And these are the moments that once you get to this elite level, these have to be automatic. To be competitive in this level, to be 6-5 against MOLINA, you have to be running out 9 out of 9 times, 10 out of 10 times,
When you have the open looks.
This
Yes.
scenario right now, these
Right.
4 balls. I started thinking about this recently when I play my opponents, which is, these 5 balls, they're all laid out there.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't get out here,
Yep.
I think I can win this,
Right.
So it kind of starts to become a game of who can limit their mistakes more than who can take the match away from the other player. You know what I mean?
Yep, that's right.
Such a big, important moment.
With
to not miss.
amateur pool, you typically have opportunities, right? For the most part. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of who executes on those opportunities the best. And you rarely see racks where, you just don't get anything at the table. Now, sometimes in the elite and higher divisions, you will see that. SHUCHENG doing a nice job getting
I
out.
think he's going to be drawing this into the rail and out to the center of the table. We had this exact shot last night when we were playing our set, and I shot the other one where I tried to hold on the side, went straight into the drink. So I imagine he's going to remember that.
Yeah, and you could come into the 10 if you're not, putting enough draw on it, but that's not the end of the world. If you come to the 10 from that side
Sure, of
side
course.
angle, you typically are going to have something. Yeah,
and he misses it.
Yeah, he did come into the 10, which would have worked out okay. But now Molina's faced with, but this is one of those shots where it's sort of like, okay, well, this is a free one, right? Because I wasn't expecting to come back to the table. That's what I tell myself when I get back to the table and I'm not supposed to, and it's a really long or really difficult shot. It's like, well, I wasn't supposed to have a shot anyway, so this is free. What
not bad.
Speed? I mean, the speed on that shot, on that ball.
And I kind of like this from Molina. This is at least putting SHUCHENG in a pressure spot. He just missed a somewhat trivial cut shot. You're going to leave him a really, really thin cut on this. This is good tactics, I think, for Molina.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely putting the pressure on, right? And although he has a shot, it's a pressure shot, having to come pocket this 9 and come all the way up table and back down for the 10.
Yeah, it looks like he's going with a high ball, a tiny bit of left spin, maybe. It's hard to tell. He's kind of come the same line that he's cut in the 9. Just take the tangent line full.
Yeah, he wants the cue ball back down short side on the 10, I guess.
Yeah,
where the 9 is now.
That's what it looks like to me.
No, he's going the other way, and look at that 9 ball. Come on.
Yeah, but this is the
kidding?
tactic. I think this is Molina doing her thing.
It is. Yeah.
He's feeling the pressure, and the fact that he's missed that shot, I think mentally across like kind of the grind of the match is gonna favor Molina much more, because she knows she kind of starting to get him where she wants him. But it's definitely a back and forth affair. SHUCHENG definitely had the chance there with that 9 ball.
Yep. So Molina having a little bit of a back cut on this 10, but that 9 was so deep in the pocket, you don't really want to screw around. You just... Ooh, oh my goodness.
A little spicy, okay. She saw the side pocket scratch, I think, so...
Oh, man. She's like laughing now, but a second ago she was holding her breath. That ball really did hold up for just a second before it decided to drop in the pocket. And what a great event out here in Lincoln City, the Western BCA. These are always so much fun to come out here and compete in all these events.
Oh yeah, so good.
Scotch doubles ended last night. Singles starts today and goes through really through tomorrow night, and I think you might have some singles finals on Thursday morning, but for the most part, singles goes into Thursday.
Into Thursday, yeah.
That's the finals day for singles typically, and then teams will start either Thursday night, Friday morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Thursday night's the night where you're going to get all the players coming in. It's going to be mini mania in here. People are going to be playing.
Yep.
Match, trying to get warmed up, getting to the tables. A lot of people are obviously already here as well that are planning to do either singles and whatever back to back, or rest of the events. So
yeah, the population surges though on Thursday night.
It does. Yeah. And then teams action gets a little crowded in here, but that's why we play the game.
It's not as bad for 9 ball as it is for 8 ball. 8 ball is more crowded because we got bigger teams.
Oh, that's right. The teams of 5 instead of this is teams of 3. This event.
Well,
in 8 ball it's 4.
It used to be 5.
It used to be 5.
And
so
then
it's 4.
and then after COVID they changed it to 4.
I see.
Because I don't know why exactly.
Yeah, Nationals, Vegas, CSI Nationals is
4.
5.
Is it?
For 8 ball, it is.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So maybe they're going from that template this way, and that's what they were used to, and then maybe just modified it a bit because this event is smaller than Vegas.
Right.
And so the teams of 4 definitely helps the sort of orchestration, the planning, who can make the team, and like you said, like the population in here gets a lot crazier. So
right, but 3-man teams on 2 tables.
In 9 ball.
In 9 ball,
yeah.
it's not too much different than Scotch doubles,
it's
right?
so much fun
because you've got 6 players on 2 tables.
Yeah,
Scotch doubles is 4 players on 2 tables, so it's not that much. It's about a 50% increase.
You have
right?
one person sitting on your team, watching. Oh no,
that ball did hang. So, unlike the 10 ball that decided to drop, the 1 ball said nope.
These tables up here in the front. So I don't know if you've been to Lincoln City or not, but this main row, usually the elite matches are being played up on the lower number tables in the room. And what I've noticed on a lot of these tables is they're definitely get more use. And I don't know if they're just more worn in, but they, to me, just feel a little bit dirtier, like clingier. The table's got more chalk on it. Obviously, it being closer to the door, maybe a lot of people play. SHUCHENG.
Yeah, so as far as table assignments go, yeah, historically it has been the lower number tables have been more the elite and platinum higher level groups, but because the goal here with streaming 6 tables for EvoSports is to get as many different divisions on the live streams as possible this year.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of been a little bit nice safety from SHUCHENG, perfectly executed,
Yeah,
using
well,
that 3 ball to hold the queue as well.
And he still has equity, too, to deal with later if he gets the ball in hand. So that's really good.
Yes. Yeah, so, you know, the goal is really, you know, previously before EvoSports, you know, started doing streaming here, it was 1 or 2 stream tables, and they just couldn't get all the divisions going. And so it kind of favored the more higher level because that's the ones
and all the
most people
finals
wanted
happen
to
at the
watch.
same time.
Yeah, but so, you know, you get to the bronze finals and, you know, or the silver finals, and you don't really get to be on the stream. Now, oh, nice hit from MOLINA. Good job not giving up ball in hand.
Unfortunate. It's still going to leave a pretty makeable shot, I think.
Yeah. So now we're going to have every single finals match will be on a live stream table.
Yeah, that's awesome.
100%.
At least the finals will all be streamed, which is great, I think.
Right. And this morning we had bronze 2 singles this morning at 9 a.m. and then we had silver at 10:30. You know what I mean? And so we're
of course, yeah.
We're getting as much division diversity on the stream tables as possible because, you know, those players, you know, they want to share with their friends and family around the world, just like everybody else. And
in my opinion, I mean, should be able to, I mean, even tournaments at this size, we should be able to eventually get to the point. We have the technology to do it, to just get to every match being streamed and recorded.
Well, it's only just a limit of the internet.
Yeah, right. Internet, and even being able to record and post matches later might be something that's of value. Obviously, live viewership is a little bit more valuable and interesting to watch. So,
True.
But yeah, it's very cool.
True.
This 6 ball, does it go? Does it go to the lower right corner? I think it throws, probably.
Well, we are gonna find out.
He's got
but
the
he
choice
does have
right here.
he does have the angle for the breakout.
So this will tell us basically if he lays up for it, it's got to go, in my opinion, or he think it would go. But
it's so tight. He's looking at it, and it's so close that I don't like it. I might be trying to run into it, but you know, it's so unpredictable when you do run into it. But it's also going to be unpredictable if you don't run into it and you have to play it, and then the cue ball's going to go off the 7. You have a lot of unpredictability there too.
Yeah,
right? So,
yeah. Let's say you get on the other side of it, but
so
he's
bumping it, and
got away with it.
The combo is on. I think he might have to back cut that 6 a little bit to the other side of the 7 to get it to go, but
yep.
I think it's within his wheelhouse.
Going to call a ref, I think, or no, just asking if they want to see a ref. You
you
said, you got to back cut it. You're not double hitting this ball almost ever, unless it comes off the rail and hits your tip, which is, you know, you'll feel that. So.
And MOLINA just wanted to look at it to see how close it was, because from her chair she couldn't see how close the cue ball was to the 6. Once she saw it, she said, "Oh yeah, I don't need a ref."
They almost look like all 3 could be frozen, right?
Yeah, from the chair.
7-5. Especially in this, I mean, in alternate break format, I always like the way the momentum works. It's almost like, especially at the higher levels, one mistake can lead to kind of a 2-rack deficit typically. So, you know, right now it's MOLINA 7-5 up, but it's really one mistake difference between the 2. It feels like generally, because, you know, one mistake from, or, you know, SHUCHENG gets out, let's say one mistake from MOLINA here, he can break and run and hold serve, then it's even, right? So it's kind of a weird chess game around managing your mistakes.
Yeah, he knows he did not get that one where he wanted that 6 kind of frozen to the other side of the 7 and cue ball up a little higher. So I think he just hit that a little fuller. And
so the thin one, I think.
Safety
In
here
behind
from
the
Molina.
10.
Yeah, well played. Shucheng is going to maybe get the jump. I think he has to get the jump cue out.
There is a gap, I think, enough between 8 and 9 to go at this 6.
So
So
you're-
awfully close.
Yeah, I mean,
it is there, right?
Yeah, it is there. I mean, and the jump is that's not friendly. Just because the 10 ball is far away from the cue ball, so you'd have to land, and it's going to have a bounce to it.
Yeah,
and
exactly right.
high percentage of it going off the table. And
Yeah, for that reason, you have the choice for this kick. You have to go for it. I don't like the kick underneath in between 7 and 10. No, not good.
he could also kick with inside if he wanted and go to the other side, a little bit of inside.
You're talking dirty now, Patrick.
I mean, you have to look at all the possibilities. The problem with that one, so look at that.
Yeah,
he
you looked
is
at
looking
it
at
just
it.
now.
The problem with that is hitting this point right here.
Mm-hmm.
You're
As long as you
done.
miss that point, you're hitting the 6, right?
You're done for. Yeah, you have to hit, anywhere from here to here, and you've got a good, a good amount of real estate to at least get a good hit on this. So he's
No.
going between the 8 and 9.
Has he called the 6?
I'm sure he has. Why would he not?
Yeah, why would he not?
Yeah.
But it goes back to the thing I was mentioning earlier.
Okay.
He could have called the 7 too, but you got to call something.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate that he didn't get a good roll off of that. But good safety from Molina, and she gets rewarded. And she is playing the Molina Ortiz game, right?
Yeah, advantage.
Just taking advantage of every opportunity and just not giving her opponents much breathing room. I don't know if you remember or not, but there was a match against her versus James DeVee,
Yep.
and it was in the Northwest Cup. And if you watch some of the way that she played, she had some outs that were a little bit funky, but they could have been executed offensively.
Mm-hmm.
And she played safety after safety after safety. And normally against a player like DeVee, you don't really want to give him that many chances at the table, but it just got him out of his rhythm. And she had a chance to win that set. But it went hill, and that's.
I think that's what I call efficient pool.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you know your opponent's getting the rolls, they get the nice layouts, you have to just play as efficient as possible. You can't be the hero shot taker that only plays into their favor. You have to slow them down. You got to make them work for it. She's playing on this side of the 9, and this is not going to be good.
Oh.
I like shooting that shot to end up center table. Actually, I think in my opinion, I would think like third diamond maybe.
Right.
Hitting somewhere on the left long rail, but difficult to get in behind that.
She gambled a little bit there to try to get as flatter on the 8, because you don't want to be up here on the 8 because now you've got to go back and forth. So
that's why
gambled.
I figure hitting this part of the rail and coming towards the 8, you're going to have a little bit more room for error.
Oh, what a great attempt.
So that's a mistake now. See, so are we going to see a swing now to 7-7 with a mistake? Although Molina is breaking next, right? I think Shucheng broke these. Oh, yeah. I don't know, actually.
Yeah, I can't remember for sure.
But he's got to get out here. I think this is an automatic for these elite folks.
This is just what Shucheng needs.
Now,
because
elite, you're allowed to sign up for at any level, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Anybody can play elites.
And that body language tells me he's still not comfortable.
Yeah.
Right now, he's kind of a little bit of body English on that, you would call it, right? A little bit of a lunge, making sure it goes, and it's
hard to stay still on those real slow roll shots under pressure.
Yeah. Just body language wise, Molina's so strong and like her presence, you know what I mean? You just don't see a chink in the armor typically, so there's a little bit of a mind game to that type of play, I guess. I was doing some snooker commentating, and one of the players was mentioning, I see he's tapping the table, but it's a sarcastic tap, like the guy got away with a roll, and now you're tapping slowly and sarcastically. And the fact that he's picking up on such a minute detail, tells me that he's fully into those minutes. He's the type of player that is fueled by his opponent giving a little bit of weakness, showing a little bit of weakness, a little shudder of the shoulders, those kind of things.
Yeah.
It seems like it would fuel him. So I wonder how much that affects these players, at least at this higher level. That's something to focus on, I feel.
Seven, 6. And that was a huge rack for SHUCHENG, because if it goes hill 5,
Yep.
you are really in a bad spot where you've got to win 4 straight racks, and this is much more manageable. So it is SHUCHENG's. Oh, yeah, it is SHUCHENG's break this
Yep.
time. Yep.
So, like I said, 7-7, pretty decent opportunity if he can just control the table, get a look at the lowest ball.
Yeah. Looks like we got 86 live viewers. A lot of people want to see this match.
Yeah, this is a closely contested one, I think.
Not many people in the chat, but that's okay. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday during working hours. A lot of times they're watching, at work or whatever. It's not.
Tell
like
us where you're at. You hanging out? Are you guys
Yeah.
here? A lot of players, I'm sure, are watching the match while we're here. I know when we go back to the house, we check in on our buddies and whatnot. And, hey, who's playing on this table next? Oh, they're on the stream. Let's go watch them while we're eating breakfast or whatever.
Yeah, somebody sent me a picture with they had 6.
So no pop on that break,
No, but
and the second row doesn't go.
I think he's got room on that by that 7 to get the 1, but it's really close. Hopefully he does for him.
Yeah.
But somebody sent me a picture. They had 6 iPhones,
Oh,
cell
gosh.
phones, with a different match on the table, and they're all just kind of hanging out watching the different matches on all of their phones at their Airbnb. So.
Looks like you can see it. So this is playing to his favor. He's got to stay in control of the table here. It's what it becomes. A lot of this rotation play is just get out of line, take your medicine.
Yeah,
At least get a look on the next ball.
Yeah, he wanted to be on the other side of the 7, but this works.
See the wave of the hand there. Get the going past it. To me, it feels like he's grinding on every shot. It's like it's more difficult than it should be. It feels like
like he's holding his breath instead
Yeah.
of breathing in and out and just letting it flow. But this is the first match of the elite division singles.
first round. Yeah.
The first round, so it takes a little while to kind of get that comfort level going. And it's sort of like Scotch doubles gives you a little breather between every shot.
Yeah. That's why I love Scotch doubles.
That's going to hang up. Oh, and he got fortunate, so MOLINA going to break her jump cue out. But the problem with the jump is getting back to the 5, right? So that 4 is so deep in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You can jump and maybe go rail first. So, I mean, if you jump over and then you go right just to the inside, that's really what you're looking for.
You can also catch the other side of the ball, clip it thin, and send it kind of up table towards the 8.
You like that?
That's also a shot. I mean, either one, I think, though, right? You just don't want to catch this ball full in the face.
Right.
Anything other than that. So just pick one and commit to it.
Yes.
I think both have a chance to get you up table. But she's probably a favorite to make it, at least.
Yeah, I like hitting that side rail first just a little bit, because I have a feeling if you get in the other side, it's going to kind of kill it. Yeah, so...
He's going to get a look, though. At least an edge of this 5, I think.
You think?
Yeah. Can you draw the line edge to edge of the 9?
The center to center, let's see.
To the edge of the 5?
Yeah,
I think
she
there's
does.
There's a window.
She does have it.
If she has it, it cuts to the
Because
right.
really, you're probably looking, at the ghost ball, probably somewhere in there. Yeah,
And this is kind of a two-way shot, almost. If you run this with a little bit of left-hand side and send it around 2 cushions, maybe a 3rd cushion down to the lower right corner pocket area, lower right quadrant, although might not leave you a shot in the 6, so got to be diligent. This is a tough spot. But it's all about control. Like we said, SHUCHENG having the first shot should have essentially gotten out. She went for the pot.
And does she get away with it? I
think so, a little bit.
think so, but I think SHUCHENG has got a pretty good opportunity to jump this in. But again, I think he does have to jump over the edge of this 10 ball.
And this is also where I start to think of, when you say people keep getting the rolls, keep getting lucky. I don't think it's necessarily that. I think it's, SHUCHENG doesn't miss that ball and that 2 ball in the corner, and he's running out the table, he's gonna be getting lucky.
Right.
What you would consider. He might be unlucky in this scenario, but this should have been avoided based on that, that miss in the corner.
I think MOLINA kind of played that as a two-way a bit because that's not where she really wants to be on the 6 necessarily. But
it does cut.
It does cut, yeah, from there.
Exactly.
And you got the opportunity to be behind the 10-9 if you miss. So I do think MOLINA had that in her mind as a backup plan. So SHUCHENG going to be difficult to get on the 6 if he does make this. Hits it full.
This is a chance now.
And
ooh, funny 9-10.
Yeah, it could have messed up that 9-10. I think the 9 might still play, but
it's got to go in either the side or the corner in this scenario. I don't think there's avoiding both.
And when the 8 ball's gone, it does play in the side, right? So
yeah. So just got to figure out. She looked at it kind of quickly, so it definitely goes to the side, I think.
I don't think the 9-10 is on.
No, it looks like it's lined up to this lower point on the left, on the lower right corner pocket.
Yep.
This is touchy, this spin shot. Nice little flick. Misses the ball, though.
Oh, that was... Oh, my gosh. I wasn't looking at the 5.
Yeah,
when she hit it, I thought she
it.
made it, and I was watching the cue ball to see if it was going to get shape on the 6, which it did. And I was like, that was an amazing shot. But then I look back, and the 5 is still there.
Yeah, that's a...
So, again, a miss on the 5 and a block. SHUCHENG, does he have the...
I think rail first is there.
The rail first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Draw your line. Let's see. Yep, I think it's just there.
Yep.
Working with some side.
Right to there.
It's this tricky position because the 8's such a big blocker. Want to get the cue ball kind of center table. I would settle for center table even as well.
Okay.
And arc. Worst case scenario here.
Yeah,
open up the 9.
Open up the 9 a bit.
Ouch.
And blocked it. And is he jumping from here?
What's that? Sorry?
You going to get your jump cue out on this one, Christian?
I think you might have to because the kick is not trivial in any respects.
No.
The kick in either direction. I mean, you have the tight window if you go to the lower rail. Going up table, the 7 and the 9 are too much in the way.
You'd have to put a ton of spin to get over here. But it might play off the 8, right?
That's true.
In the pocket. So
that's a fair point.
You got to put a ton of spin on this.
If it's a fairly jumpable ball, it looks like it's maybe part of the 9. He's looking at your shot though. Or he doesn't have a window.
Does he have a window to go through?
No, he does. Oh my gosh.
He has that window. It didn't look like it, but he does have it.
I gotta default to my. All right.
He's calling the
when in doubt, the camera is distorting and it does go. Yeah. That's what I gotta think. That shot escapes you right there. And
yeah, drawing the straight line with the tool helps to see if it actually does play. It's like, looking at it with your eye, you don't really know, but the straight line helps.
Yeah, I was awfully close.
Fikela says she's watching from work out of PDX, Portland area. Welcome, Fikala.
Oh, we got Javier. What's up, Javier?
Javier Venezuela in the chat. He doesn't want to post anything during work hours with his name on it. Too late.
He said his name. He tunes into a lot of live streams. He's got always good comments. He's also in the contingency of the pool players trying out snooker, which I think is really cool to see. A lot of big table players. I know Clay's tried out his hand at some snooker as well, and Dan Louie a bit. This is going to be kind of like a hold. Nice soft roll. Should be automatic position. Looks nice. So back and forth mistakes actually on that one. That was kind of dicey, but like I said, I think SHUCHENG is still not playing his game. Like the style of play that we're used to seeing from him. It's not quite the level that I'm expecting, and I wonder what it is. If it has to do with the mind games going on, is it just a matter of situationally everything has been kind of difficult?
Yeah, there was a couple of rolls there too. MOLINA missed the 5 twice, right? Yeah. And both times got away with it.
And he missed the 2 and left her jacked up, which he had to kick as well. So it was back and forth, and like to me, all this stemmed from that missed 2 ball. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which in the scenario where you were at, would you would you take Shucheng to at least make the 2 or get out and play a good safety?
Yes.
You would think he's the favorite there. So
Yes.
that tells me there's a chink in the armor in some respects, and he's got to find out what that is pretty quick here, because this is a must-win situation now. I'm interested to see how she breaks this. Like I said, I was watching Stan Tarango. He's playing the slightly off-center, kind of where the cue ball is now, and then elevating a bit and getting a pop off the rack. When you get the pop, it seems like the 5-6 go into these side pockets. She got a pop, but 5 is low and 6 is high. But does make another ball somewhere else. And a good starter on the 1.
Yeah, a good starter on the 1. A little tricky to get on the 3 ball afterwards. You've got a lot of traffic to navigate. I think it's going to be a draw shot. I don't know. She's looking at the line to come around the 5. That's really touchy. The 8 ball's big there too. I favor the draw shot and trying to draw this cue ball, into this direction.
Yeah, I would even overdraw it. Draw it more towards the 7 even. Just get it close. But she likes going around.
Okay. She's got a little bump off the 5 and got perfect on the 3. So
that's another thing. She opened up the 5-6 now with that shot.
Yeah. That's why she's in the elite division.
Yeah.
Stuff like that is...
I'm excited for her to watch her Northwest Cup this year, because she's going to be on the team, almost certain. Obviously, Northwest Cup, they have a rule 2 years in a row, and then you have to take a break. She did play last year, and she was probably one of the MVP candidates. Had Oregon won a few more of their matches. But like you said, that match against James DeVee, etc. So kind of look out for her in this one. And it's going to be on home territory this year, over on the Oregon side at Legends, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's going to be
home field advantage.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. I'm not going to be able to make it actually this year, but we'll be there when it comes back to Ox.
Oh, you're not going to be able to, or you're not going to be there?
I'm not going to be at the Northwest Cup this year. Yeah,
Okay. And so it's still going to be Raw Henna, and I wonder, is Allison Fisher coming back?
I don't know, actually. That has not been announced, but yeah, Raw, I believe, is going to be doing the stream. It's going to be over at Legends in Beaverton.
Okay.
Mike Littman has started to, he announced the dates already, right? So I think the weekend before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
End of November 22nd, I think, something like that.
That was fantastic. What a shot. Yeah. Look at that. I mean, getting into that window.
Only downside of this is that she's on the rail here, but yeah, what a great positional shot.
And she's flat with a little bit of angle that is not favoring.
But that's how you got to play these positions. Aim for a spot on the rail, come at the ball at the right angle you want.
Yeah, jacked up here with draw.
Still a favorite.
Okay, maybe she didn't have the angle. That was a great shot with jacked up draw. And MOLINA looking that she wants to close this thing out with a break and run.
This should be able to follow, right? It's got a slight angle to the left to get on the 7 into the side pocket. You can also draw it and can play to the middle of the table.
Yep, she's drawing it back.
Good shot of the cue action there.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
And stop shot on the 7. Get you perfect for the 9 to float up for the 8. You just want to be careful when you're shooting the 9 on the side that you do not tap the 10, making it more difficult, leaving it, you want to leave it right where it is because it's perfect. It's in a nice, easy spot.
Yeah, I think I just take the stop shot here. You can always kind of stun run through the 8 to miss contact on the 10 and get out for the middle table for the 9. So you can play to the rail and out, but the only reason I don't like the rail is that you can actually get worse position with the rail, a little bit steeper. I almost feel like just holding it there would have been my preference, but it still works. Like I said, the right shot is not the shot that you necessarily call out. The right shot is the one that gets you out of the rack, technically. So pretty sure avoiding the 10 is no problem here. Let's play it even. I would even play it 2 rails. Got the 10 in, and that might be a mistake.
I don't know. Did she call the 10?
Oh, I don't think so.
No, she slammed the chalk down.
Yeah.
So that 10's going to spot up.
Holy spagoli.
She called the 8 ball,
That's right.
and now she's got to shoot this 9 from a distance.
I thought she could avoid contacting it, but I think it's because she got so thin on that 8 ball, you know? And that's why I was wondering, like, the little bit more distance, take the longer cut on the 8, avoid contacting the 10 on that. And this is brutal here.
Yeah, on the rail.
And this is a scratch shot, too. It might be. It looks close up into the left corner. Might be able to hit just shy of the pocket. Maybe half diamond along the short rail. Looks close.
Looks a little scratchy, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think looks like she might be able to hit right around that quarter diamond spot, something like a little bit more closer, something like that. Yeah, that's what it feels like to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or it's going straight in, but to get that line, you got to smooth it and get that arc. Get that arc on the cue ball, and then you can avoid it, I think. But it looks pretty scratchy. Play the safety. Good shot. Prudent
Very
shot.
good. Gonna put SHUCHENG back on the table.
Now, how critical is that missed 9 ball you had earlier? He had this same shot with the 8-9 on the lower cushion, or sorry, the 9-10 on the lower cushion.
You think that's in his mind?
Up and down.
It's
I don't
very
think
similar.
so. I don't think it's in his mind. I think he's shooting this with full confidence. A little bit different this shot. He's lucky he's at the table. I think that's what he's thinking. You know, this is, like you said, this is a free money shot. Like earlier, like you just got to take this because you should not be here.
Yeah,
in
the
theory,
match should have been over. He was all but putting his cues away.
Yeah. So how critical was that shot on the 8?
Huge.
You think that's gonna turn the tide in this one? We're
gonna find out.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's going outside spin. Ooh, this could get close to the right corner if he hits too much.
Yeah.
He's missed it.
Oh, this is going to be absolute disaster for SHUCHENG CHAO.
Ouch.
Oh, man.
Boy,
feel his pain. There's been some errors there, but I mean, not taking away any credit at all from MOLINA ORTÍZ, who's been playing fantastic and just doing what she does.
We just always want to see Hill.
I know, and I really thought that we were going to. It's just these last couple of racks. I mean, you had the break and well, I think MOLINA had the break and run earlier. That one could have been a break and run to close it out. We were thinking it was going to be. So you know, SHUCHENG just hasn't had a lot of opportunities, and then there's been some rolls, but MOLINA just keeping the pressure on constantly. Makes it difficult to shoot those difficult 9 balls like that.
Exactly right.
And down it goes, and MOLINA ORTÍZ advances to round 2 on the A side in this Elite Singles 2024 Lincoln City WBCA tournament. And thank you so much, Christian, for jumping into the booth.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm going to go grab some lunch and